Their dad, mama's side, she worked here at this hotel, and she got up work at 1 o'clock. She supposed to come back, so she's coming back. She 3 hours. Wash your tail, change clothes. Your sister's crazy.
Say it.
Your sister's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna start. If someone shows up, they shows up, you know.
They don't.
Yeah. So, of course, we're here for my dad. This guy. He's a heck of a guy. So we're gonna start off, of course, you know, the first section. We're gonna start off with a small song. It's in your programs, if y'all pick a program.
Before we do that, can you open with prayer?
That's what I was waiting on.
Everybody by your heads, please. Thank you, God, for bringing us together. We ask that you bless this service and every household represented, every household that couldn't make it for whatever reason. We ask that you guide us through the service, you hold our hands, and you basically just be there for us, God, through this trying time. We know it's hard. We know that you do everything for a reason. And we ask that you give us the mindset that you know what's best. I pray this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
We're gonna go along with Lift Him Up. If you guys would like to look at your programs for the words, I don't know if you know.
I don't know what the words to, but it's on here, huh? It's the same with the word.
So,
I need to take it over there.
reading from the young lady, Mrs. Burgundy. Would you like to come up here and read the scripture?
That'd be nice, it doesn't matter.
Come on.
The two scriptures, I got scriptures from, both, one from the Old Testament, one from the New Testament. I didn't bring my Bible, so what I did, I just typed my scriptures out.
Okay.
And I
So everybody can see, I'm sorry.
That's fine. The first one is coming from Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 5 through 6. It says, "For the living know they will die, but the dead know nothing, and they have no more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love, their hatred, their envy have now perished. Nevermore will they have a share in anything under the sun." The next verse, like Sherry says, "Then the dust will return to the earth as it was, and the spirit will return to God who gave it." That's Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. The New Testament, this is one of my favorite ones, and I say it to myself all the time, I remind myself. "For it is appointed to men to die once, but after this, the judgment, because death is certain." You know? "For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first." 1 Thessalonians 4:16.
Thank you. Okay. Next is a little poem that I wrote. It's nothing big, nothing long, nothing crazy. It's called my dad. He may not have been the perfect father, but I wouldn't ask for another. When you needed someone to talk to, he was there. When you needed a laugh, he was there. For the corny jokes to the funny jokes, he was there. He will always be the one that made you smile. So when you're down and out, or just want to scream and shout, just remember, he was always there. That's all my funny. Okay, so next we're gonna do acknowledgements and resolutions. If anybody would like to say something, or we're gonna give a few moments for anyone who would like to say something about this kind of. I'll start.
I had some cards, a couple of my friends that gave me, I left them in the car, sympathy cards, but
You know, sometimes you would see my father and you look at him, and you're like, oh, here come this man. But then he rolls up to you in his little scooter, whether it's his or the one from the supermarket. He has these jokes and he comes, he says the weirdest thing that makes the weirdest person laugh. But you sit there and you look at him like, that wasn't funny. But he found it funny. Somewhere in that little mind of his, in that little heart, he found a way to lighten up almost every situation. And for that, I'm gonna remember him. You know, he might not be here in body, he might not be here in physical form, but he's gonna always be in my heart. He's gonna always be in every one of us, because not one person did he not touch in this life, and that's something that we can all remember. Anybody else?
yes. You spend a lot of time with.
We can talk about when we were in Vegas.
Huh? You spent a lot of time with Jay. You and he were closer.
Very close. That's my ride or die.
Come on up here, yeah. Or just stand up.
Stand right there where you at.
There you go.
The knees ain't hurt you today.
Yeah.
Be careful somewhere.
Well, yeah, James was in my heart. As me and him talked almost 2 or 3 times a week. And he know when I didn't hear from him, I couldn't find him. I called Tina. Where's your dad? He's not answering my calls. Unfortunately, the last couple of times I talked to him, I knew something was going on with him. And I was trying to get to him, but I guess this year it just wasn't meant to be. I miss him, I love him dearly. The last words he said to me was, "Stop fussing at me, woman." I'm like, I'm not fussing, I'm just trying to get you to get yourself together. And unfortunately, we were making plans for August to go to Hawaii, because that's where he wanted to go back. And he told me when he went last year, I think he said that was the end of his bucket list. So I believe he did everything that he wanted to do, and he accomplished everything. I just wish we had been able to make that final trip. I love him dearly, and I miss him dearly, because he fussed at me and I fussed at him. So, rest in heaven, James. Got somewhere else to tell them corny jokes.
Anyone else?
Well, let me say this, one of my baby brothers, he was stubborn, I do know that. I remember, what was it, a couple years ago, he had that open heart surgery, and I went down there to Augusta, that's not down, that's good. I mean, I'm in the south,
Over there.
southeast, okay, over there, to see him, and, I didn't get a chance to stay with them one day, I couldn't stay long because I had to get back, and I was by myself, but I did go to see my brother, he had the surgery, and I was concerned about him. But he was stubborn, I remember, and Tina didn't have no better, James Jr. When they was putting him, they wanted him to go into rehab for his heart, but they was gonna put him in he had one rehab facility, he got mad and left, but I think he was more fearful of the fact that the nursing home, I don't think he fully understood that the nursing home wasn't gonna be a place that he would stay forever. And I think he had that in his head, and I was trying to, convince him, look, it's just for you to recoup. It's a rehab. Nursing home is a rehab facility too, it's just not for permanent residents. And then another thing I want to say about my stubborn brother. I'm gonna put it this way. He kept on insisting on me, I need to go to Hawaii. I don't need to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, he wants you to fly.
You want me to go to Hawaii? You want me to see how beautiful? I said, that ain't where I want to go, Chloe. We just went back and forth that day on the phone. I said, ain't where I want to go. I said, I told you where I want to go. When I go overseas across that ocean, it's the motherland I want to see. A lot of people want to see Israel, the Holy Land. A lot of people want to see Hawaii, the mother, I want to see the motherland. That's just my dream. So he finally come down and looked and said, now you going on Hawaii. That's fine. So I kind of hate that he didn't get a chance. Well, I don't, because he did go. He was describing how beautiful the water is. He just wanted his big sister to go to Hawaii. Well, brother, I still ain't changed my mind. God rest your soul. Another thing I want to say this to you all children, all jokes aside, have fun. Don't ever feel like God took him away from you. He didn't. I'm going to say this. I have to say this. My niece that I was talking to on the way to Maria, it's the one where my great niece was killed last week. John shot her, 5 times. Okay, Teresa, her mom, we're very close. She's a Jehovah's Witness, but that still didn't stop what we used to do. Bible. We still do get on the phone sometimes. We just discuss the Bible together. Some people, they have this stereotype thing with religion, but Teresa and I have always been close. But anyway, she was saying that one of her sisters had decided to stop going to church. I've been doing it at church and all this stuff, and God took me. She told she said she didn't know she had said it, but she gonna call later on, and she just found out. God didn't take Mimi. Satan took Mimi. Just like when Job died. When Job was sick, I'm sorry. Everybody kept saying God afflicting Job. God didn't do this to him, he knew. Satan did that. See, God allowed things to happen. So my thing is this, people sometimes they fail to realize not everything that happened to you is coming from God. The devil, look how much power he had to put the souls and the boils on Job. God told me to do anything to him except what? Take his life. Good, you can't do that unless you do that. But my point is this. Sometimes people say, well, God take them away, God give it, and God take it away. No. Sometimes it be other reasons that, people live. But one thing is, though, I do have to say this, y'all. It's death is certain. We're going, whether you like it or not. Don't have to be old. Nene was 30 years old. Yes, ma'am, she was 30. 2 years ago, my grandbaby was 18 years old, major car crash. So age ain't got no number. No number. So anyway, but Jane, you in paradise. So you wherever he better looking and beautiful place than Hawaii, brother, I bet you that. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Well, um, so having met my sisters and brothers on the death of our dad, it's really a blessing that you guys know each other. And we probably know each other all your life. Take that with you. We got reacquainted 2 years ago. And it's just a blessing. Your dad, he would come in the radio, he just called me, he popped up a couple times at my job. You still work? He called, hey, this your brother James Adams. Hey, well, what's up, man? You still working so and so? Yeah, I'm gonna work right now. All right, I see you, man.
It sound like.
Yeah, the last time he came home was right before we all got together. And he came with him, and he came to the job, and he saw me. So, yeah, having lost my mom suddenly, the way James went, I know where you are. Trust in the Lord
That's it.
and believe His word.
That's it.
Believe that everything He did, everything He does is for a reason, for a purpose. We all have a season.
We do.
Took me a long time to figure that one out. But I had a good pastor, he's my pastor now, that took me through it. I couldn't understand. I was like, I know everything that God does is for my good. I don't see Him taking my mama being for my good. He gave me a scripture to read, and I read that scripture, and I realized that it was time for me to grow up. I was 34 years old. So it was time for me to grow up. I couldn't call mama. When my wife got on my nerves, I couldn't go to mama's house, me something to eat. You know, those things. Just so, yeah, I had to grow up and become a man. And all that good stuff. But it worked out great. It was good. And it gets better.
It does, it does.
Anybody else? Okay.
I do want to say one more thing. I don't want to prolong this,
Sure, go ahead.
but I have to say this to you children. I know what it's like. I lost my mom. I lost my dad too, don't get me wrong. But the feeling wasn't, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all grew up with y'all more and spent more time with your dad than my dad spent with me. But when I lost my mom, I'm like, yeah, that's the difference. But I made it. My mom been dead 10 years now. And I know y'all won't miss it. He probably have aggravated y'all all the time, didn't it? It just jank that you're gonna miss him. But the thing of it is, look at it this way. You'll see him again, Marcus, someday. Okay? James Jr., you'll see him again someday. Gina, just remember that, okay? You won't see him again. Okay? You're gonna be alright. Y'all gonna pull through this.
Now we're gonna have the obituary reading. Mr. James Howard Moore, age 62, unexpectedly departed at Houston Methodist Hospital in Houston, Texas, on Saturday, January 18, 2020. Born on December 15, 1957, in Meridian, Mississippi, to James and Alberta Moore, James H. Moore moved to New Jersey after high school. He served time in the military and loved to travel. During his travels, he visited many states such as Nevada, Hawaii, California, and Florida. He also lived across the country in Ohio, California, and Georgia before settling in Houston, Texas. He had various jobs and frequently attended the Barnyard Flea Market in Augusta, Georgia. James is survived by his siblings, Rosie Berry, Willie J. Moore, Rosita Kennedy, Michael Moore, James R. Moore, Leon
Yeah, right.
Prather, Lashima Moore, James and Wesley Moore. His ex-wife, April Winston, with whom he had 3 children, James H. Moore Jr., Bettina U. Moore, Anthony J. Moore Winston, Jerry Shaw, with whom he had a son, Marcus T. Moore, 3 grandchildren, and a host of cousins, nieces, nephews, and other family members and friends. Now we're gonna have a song. And the song is gonna be Standing on the Promises. Standing on the promises of Christ my King, through eternal ages let His praises ring. Glory in the highest I will shout and sing, standing on the promises of God. Standing, standing, standing on the promises of God my Savior. Standing, standing, I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises that cannot fail. When the howling storms of doubt and fear assail, by the living word of God I shall prevail. Standing on the promises of God. Standing, standing, standing on the promises of God my Savior. Standing, standing, I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of Christ my Lord. Bound to Him eternally my love's strong cord. Overcoming daily with the Spirit's sword. Standing on the promises of God. Standing, standing, standing on the promises of God my Savior. Standing, standing, I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of God. Okay, lastly, we're gonna have a eulogy by Mr. James H. Moore Jr.
How you guys doing? You guys bear with me because I've never done this before. So, and I'm really not good with speaking in front of people, even if it is family. What can I say about it? He had his moments. He was stubborn, annoying, and knew just the right thing to say to get under somebody's skin. But he was also kind and wise, and more often than not, knew just the right thing to say to put things in perspective at the right time. To me, he was much more than just a man. He was my father. We might not have talked every day, but he was a good friend. He was a teacher. He taught me a lifelong lesson without even intentionally doing it. I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember getting my first bike on Christmas morning, and it just so happened to be warm outside. And he showed me how to ride my bike outside. It was probably like 40 degrees, 40, maybe 50 degrees. He showed me how to ride my bike that day, and I kept falling. And he told me, he said, no matter what you do, you have to keep trying. Nothing beats a failure but a try. And I've lived like that for my entire life. And it didn't dawn on me that the way I was living was something he taught me when I was like 9. He he was a great friend to a lot of people that took advantage of him. He would bend over backwards for just about anybody. He would even help people that wasn't willing to help themselves, just because they knew they needed help. He loved to listen, and usually had his own opinion before you got a chance to finish what you were saying. And then made his opinion make you laugh so you would forget all about whatever the bad situation was. It'd be a stupid joke, a really stupid riddle, but he was good at it. He's a lot of the things that he's taught me and told me throughout the years is the reason I am the person I am today. When I don't even remember if you remember this, but when we were young and he was working for Greyhound, he would come by on Sundays to pick us up, just to ride us around the corner in the Greyhound bus or New Jersey Transit. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. He would come in his little brown uniform, little brown hat on, and he'd be like, yeah, sit right there. And, we would sit in the first two seats. And he would pull off, go around the corner, and come right back, park right in front of the house, and then walk us upstairs. It's funny how a lot of the things you don't remember until a situation like this comes up. He had an incredible love for cars. Cadillacs, conversion vans, he loved them. But there was one car that sticks out in particular. It was the first car that I ever drove, and it was his. It was a 1978 Lincoln Town Coupe. And the first thing he said to me was, don't hit anything in my car. Of course, what'd I do?
You hit something.
I hit something. Okay? But he brushed it off. It wasn't bad. And he brushed it off and said, didn't I tell you not to hit something? I said, Dad, look, it's like, this thing's like
A boat.
50 feet tall.
I already know what he said. He said 70
I think I remember that, Lincoln. You know it here.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did, because when he first got it, it was crazy. It was beautiful. It was lime green with white leather, with a white leather top.
Was it green?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was like a lime green with a white leather top and white leather interior. It was a Pitmobile.
Right.
Basically. That's what it was.
Straight man.
Exactly. But it was beautiful though. So, and to be honest with you, that stuck with me too. He's the reason that I can pick out a car just by looking at the tail lights. He's the reason I got into working on cars. He's the reason some of the reason I drive the way I do. And I sincerely hope that amongst a lot of things, I hope that I can be as good of a father to when he was here, or better, from the things he showed me. He had a lot of accomplishments, and his greatest ones are sitting in this room. greatest ones are sitting in this room. Marcus, the youngest, Tina, and myself. And it's crazy that I can see him, a little bit of him in all of us. The good, the bad, everything. I see it all. And I wouldn't change it. He leaves behind his grandkids. Jeremiah, Sierra, Aaliyah, and Malcolm. I wish that he had more time to spend with them. Towards the end of this, only thing I can say is thank you for every word of encouragement. For always being in my corner. And never giving up on me when I want to give up on myself. He called me one day and said to me, you know, I want to apologize for not being there when you was going through your teens and stuff like that. And I told him, it doesn't matter. Because you're here now. Let's build on what we got now. I know we used to butt heads and disagree on a lot of stuff. But I don't want any of that to get in the way of the great memories I have and I will always have. And the times that we laughed and sat around the table and played spades. And he would kick my butt and annoy me to the point where I wanted to throw the cards at him. Or he was telling me how to drive.